Hi there everyone, welcome back to the next morning on Elmcreek. We're up bright and early, 20 past 7 in the morning, and deciding on what to do with today. £44,000 in the bank. One thing I did notice, we never collected our payment at the end of the last contract we did, so that was we can pretend that's what was in the postbox. It was the cheque from the farmer thanking us for the work we've done. While we're here, we may as well take a little look through the list of jobs that we have as well. Lots of cultivating jobs coming up. Oh, a couple of fertilizing ones. They could be interesting. We can use liquid fertilizer, so we do have options on them. Harvesting we can't do. Sowing, we haven't actually got any form of a plant or seed or anything like that. Quite a few more spraying jobs as well. A couple of £460. That must be a very small one. Field number 81. Where's that? Way over here somewhere. It's a bit of a distance away, but very small field. But for £460, and I'm not sure if it's the best use of my time. But then at the same time, I don't really know what the best use of my time is going to be at the minute. Really, I do have a cultivator. It's down the bottom of my yard here. I'm going to go pick that up now because my fields need turning around. We're into September, so I can plough them up now, cultivate them up. Really, I actually need to be ploughing them as well. Actually, that's something I should look at. Right, before I hook this up, go into the shop. Subsoilers, there we are. So these should be used instead of a plough, yeah. I'm wondering, do power harrows? No, power harrows kind of work as a cultivator, not a plough. I think these are new. These spaders, these work instead of ploughs. Oh wow, but they are pricey. 2.5 metres, £35,000, and requires 190 horsepower. So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting one of them. Should have a little look as well. Planters and seeders, just how much are they? 18,000, is that cheapest? And is that, yeah. And that actually has to go in combination with something else as well, I think. 165,000, 48,000. So 33,000, that's pretty much all our money. And I will be needing something. Planters, what kind of money? Oh, there's a cheap planter. I could look at maybe starting off something along the lines of corn, sunflower. Oh, it does do soybeans actually. Ooh, that could be a good one. It's only a 3 meter working width, but yeah, I'm tempted with that. £15,000. Wow, it is tiny. And it's going to take a long time to do much with that. But that's not why I'm here. I'm getting distracted by shiny things. I'm here to look at subsoilers. £5,000. I like the looks of that, but it's 1.5 meters wide. Okay, that might be cheap, but it would barely do my back garden, I think. So we're into 3 meters, 4 meters, 10,500, 4 meters. Ah, wow. And then, yeah, we're jumping a bit from 10,500 to 68,000. So I think we're going to buy this one. If I am going to do my fields up, I may as well do them properly and try and get as much money out of it as I possibly can, because every penny is going to make a big difference in this series, I think. So I'm down to 36,000, and yeah, I need to buy a seeder. Well, seeder plant or something. I need to get some kind of crop in the ground as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything in the ground this side of winter anyway. So I just whack on my cruise control here and bring up the menu. Where is my planting schedule? I never remember where it is now. There we are. So September, what can I plant? Wheat, barley, just in the tail end of canola. So I can't do any sunflower, soybeans, corn, anything like that during the winter anyway. So it will be a summer crop. That's not a massive problem. At the minute, it probably works out best for me, so I can try and get a bit of money saved up. Wow, it's a long straight road. Nobody's up and about at 8 o'clock in the morning. Where is everyone? There's one car. Thought everyone would be on the road on their way to work now. Whoa, the speed of this guy coming. It's like trying to plug in a USB stick. No matter what way you put it in, you always get it the wrong way around first time. And you turn it over, it's still wrong, and then you go back to the first way and it fits perfectly. There we go. Right, back home again with this. I'm going to get off to an early start today. Okay, so everything I have needs everything as well. And a little flick through the map, and everything needs ploughing, everything needs lime, and everything needs fertilizer. So I don't know whether or not I should go through it and smash it all out. As I say, I'm not going to get anything planted for quite a while now anyway. Certainly not into next season, so it probably does benefit me to try and prep the ground as much as I can. I do have a set of mowers, so ideally, you know, a bit of grass. If I was to plant some grass, but am I able to plant that at the minute? You can usually plant grass most of the times through the year. Yeah. Ooh. But then for that I need a seeder. I don't need a planter. Because I was thinking a planter would be more versatile and let me do a bit of corn in the summertime, something like that. Oh, and especially that one I was looking at as well, if it lets me do soybeans. This is where the perplexions come in. I'm really just too small and too skint to have my own farm at the minute. You see all these stones coming up as well. So even if I do go out and buy a new piece of machinery, I really need to be picking up all these stones, otherwise I'm going to be damaging it and then having to take it in and get it repaired because I don't have a workshop here either. I don't know how quick it wears with those stones in it. Could try rolling them back into the ground, but having a look at the expense of some of the rollers as well. I don't fancy that because they are very expensive. But for now, what I'll do is, I'll go around my own fields. It's actually going quite quick at this, so I'll run this over them all quite quickly. Then we'll come back, have a cup of tea, and a little think about what we're going to do. Right folks, I've been trundling up and down here and I've been pondering my world, my life's decisions, everything's in the last couple of hours drifting around this tractor, and only one solution that I can see for everything is to double down. I think I'm going to double down on my debt and really try to push things forward. I've been thinking, should I hold out to the summertime, should I do this, should I do that, and really nothing makes sense. Nothing other than the fact that I need money in, and I need money in badly, and the only way I can make money is to spend money. So he who dares wins, takes money to make money, all that good kind of stuff. I think what I'm going to look at is hiring a worker, taking on, I don't know, little Johnny next door, see if he wants some work, if he can drive some tractors for me, run a few contracts, and actually send him out and around. See if I can trust him to go off do some work for me. A bit of cultivation, a bit of spraying, a bit of fertilizer. Because we have things like mowers here, we have a fertilizer sprayer here. We've got a tub full of herbicide, and at the minute it's just sat there in the corner, it's not doing anything. Even if it doesn't make me a lot of money, you know, if it just pulls in enough to cover his wages every day, that's progress. Well, it needs to cover more than his wages, but at least then, yeah, we're progressing, and ideally I would really like to get some kind of crop in the ground. So looking here, where are we again? This one, anything that I can plant. Canola. Canola would have to go in today, wheat or barley, and they're two good options. They're not going to be high returns. Grass, because I have mowers, that's a good option. Could plant some grass, do some silage. get something fermenting away, just something to kind of keep me ticking over. It won't be big money, but any money's better than no money. Yeah, if I wait until things like soybeans, and then even if I do that, I have to wait again until I can sell them until they're a good price. Yeah, because pretty much everything, I think, you'd have to wait until at least 6 months down the line. Yeah, so soybeans, I wouldn't be able to really sell them until July. Wheat, I can sell in January. I mean, I do have some wheat in stock, actually, that's the thing, 3,600 litres. So I could be looking at as a little winter nest egg for the likes of that. But in order to keep Johnny in employment, what I'm going to have to do is get myself in the market for another tractor as well. Everything, I think, is just going to have to be hired. Can't afford to buy anything. If I can, as and when, I'll be getting purchases in, because just can't afford to be hiring everything. The daily fees, I think, will just cripple me. As long as I can get enough work to cover those fees, then at least we're kind of steadily moving forward. Might not be great quick progress. I have to work half the day just to break even. You see now we're already approaching 11:30 in the morning, and all I've done is cultivate 2 fields so far, and 2 relatively small fields as well. And I have to go back over all of these and pick out the stones. But that's the thing, I don't have a stone picker. So yeah, I think once this one's done, I'm going to nip over to the shop, see if I can get a small tractor on loan, get little Johnny in it, get that sprayer packed up on him and send him out and about the country, doing some herbicide missions, doing some fertilizer spraying, anything at all that I can get him to do. Even if it means having to go and hire the equipment to do the task, then so be it. But yeah, just need that bit of cash flow, I think, coming in at the minute, because I'm just not going to survive the winter at this rate. You know what, I'm even looking around at this now thinking, spent £10,000 in this subsoiler, probably shouldn't have bought that. And I'm going to have done this now, subsoiled these fields, and, well, realistically that's it. Don't need this again for quite a while. I suppose in theory I can go off and do contracts with it, if there's ploughing contracts and whatnot come up. Or rather, little Johnny can go off and do contracts with it shortly. So let's nip in the shop, see what we can find. I couldn't get another Massey, could I? Ooh, what's this one? Little open top convertible. It's got a bit of poke in it as well. I could look at that, that could be Johnny's tractor. As I say, I do like a bit of retro. That's on my list. Ah, hang on, is there anything in used machinery? Oh yeah, 8RX. Don't think that's my price range. That's a good price for it though. And what's this? £5,000. Oh, it does canola. Oh, it does canola. Hang on. What size is it? 3 meters. That could get me out of a hole. That could definitely get me out of a hole. £5,000. It's a weeder that plants grass and plants canola. 60% off. I hadn't thought of that. That could be a good first crop. I've got mowers, so I want grass. And canola could be a winner for the first year. Right. You're coming home with me. I'm having you. Talk about making money and I'm spending money. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to be in a mountain of debt shortly. I'm assuming all these tractors are going to be really expensive. Yeah, I'm not giving Johnny something better than what I have myself. So I think Johnny and his little convertible, how much would that be to lease? It's going to cost me £2,000 a day. So between the hire of that and Johnny's wages, I mean, doing that £3,000 contract would probably break even. So he's going to have to be busy. He's going to have to be doing a couple of contracts a day. Right. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to lease it. And get Johnny in some work. I'll bring this back from the shop first off along with my planter. And I think if I saw right, I can still plant canola at the minute as well. It does have to go in the ground today, so I'm probably not going to be able to pick those stones. Definitely can't see me affording anything like that at the minute. But let's take a look around this badger. Feel the wind in my hair. Feel the wind in my hair even. Mercedes. Ah. I'm getting very plush driving around in Mercedes now. Mercedes convertible. Yeah. That'll do. You'll get a suntan. I'm sure you'll love that in September when everybody's out spraying crops and no cab. But we'll get him a hat. A hat and a scarf. He'll be fine. Yeah, it goes on quite nicely. This one, 60 miles an hour down the road. Oh, she's in need of a service. I didn't notice that. Oh, that's going to be the seeder on the back, isn't it, or the weeder. The tractor's brand new. Well, as brand new as anything this age can be. If I lower this down and drop this off there. What I'm actually thinking as well is I might use this right now and give Johnny the Massey, purely because with the Massey I can stick the forks back in the front, which I've left up here, not down there, and that will let him take the herbicide down with him as well to field number 73, just in case we have to refill it. Saves him having to come all the way back up again. See, I'm already thinking like a slick businessman. I'm going to drop this weight off as well because I don't think I actually needed it. It's somewhere that, that's somewhere that I'm not going to crash into the barn, but failed miserably on that one. So is that the weight? Nope, that was my forks. And let's try again. That must be my weight. There we go. So this is one of the new features of FS22. I'm going to try to accept that contract and then send Johnny right down to do the yard work himself. Tell him to drive there and start doing the field work, etc. Wow, I was able to pick that up and couldn't even see it. That's... I don't think I've ever managed to do that before, and kind of got it between it. May have punctured the IBC a little bit, but as long as it stays in there and doesn't run out, it'll be alright. So where have I put? There it is, over there. Pit my sprayer, that is. I am a 2-tractor establishment now. This is going to get so expensive. So expensive. Oh, it's not quite full, so it does need a bit, and it'll probably empty that jar now. Yeah, it does. Wow. I'll leave the forks on then, just in case he needs to come back up again. So, contracts. We want spraying, and we want this one. I'm going to accept that contract. Number 73. And just see, can we do multiple contracts? I'll do number 78. I'm assuming that's going to be somewhere roughly in that area as well. Yeah, so here we go. A little bit of experimentation. Can we do multiple contracts? We can. Ah. Right. This shows that I have not been paying attention to all the pre-release videos and stuff. And field number 81. That's going to be down in there as well. Right, we may as well do this whole little cluster. I doubt if I've got enough herbicide at the minute to do all of that, but, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, we are going to make Johnny earn his money today. So we'll start with 73 first off, because that's the big one. So, how do we do this? We find our tractor. Where are we? So he's in the Massey Ferguson. Create a job. There we go. So we want him to do some field work in field number 73. We'll start him off in this corner. And how do we do that? Target position, set there, and point him down that way. In theory, he should now go off there and start fertilizing, or herbiciding. And he's on the move, we can track him. Don't drive in this stuff. And the worker is blocked by an object. Well, some things... You just can't get the staff these days, can you? Let us get this out of his way before he completely destroys it on us. Come on, Johnny, do you restart by yourself? Yeah, you do. I don't know where he's going to end up, but hopefully... Oh, I think Johnny might need some driving lessons. He's away. He's en route now. We'll keep an eye on him. So if he's going down here, I'm assuming... Come on, save content. This is him here, alright, he's going to get on this road. Go all the way down here. Hang a left. and then come down and start there. Probably should have started him up here then, see him drive him all the way down. But he's on the road. Hopefully he knows where he's going. So, one thing I did forget is I've not got any seed. We've just been up at the shop. I need to go and get some seed. I'm going to have to drive all the way back up to the shop again. That's a bummer, I didn't think of that. You know what? Ah, oh, he's blocked again. Come on, Johnny, what are you doing to me? Oh, okay. Johnny's cutting his own path. That's... you know what, Johnny? I think I'm just going to take over here for a second. Whereabouts are we? So I want to be going around this way. Let me just get him a little bit closer and get him down to the field here at least, then maybe he can sort himself out from there. Right, well, we got him here. Johnny's on the job. Hopefully he can manage that a little bit better than he did to drive down there. So off to the shop for me, get some seed in this and get some canola in the ground. So as I've come down here in my shiny new convertible Mercedes, just thought I don't have a front loader for anything. So I'm going to have a look and see what I can get in small bags. I'm pretty sure we do, yeah. So seeds. Ooh, what's that? Silage additive. Tasty. 1,050 litres, 950 pounds. If we buy that, at least then we can be putting the small bags in, because I don't have a loader to put it in properly with at the minute. Now, does this all fit in this? I can't remember what the capacity was. I'm going to end up having to leave some here. Oh no, it only holds 200 litres. Okay, that's not so good as well, because it's going to be a long trip backwards and forwards. Oh, I should have left my Massey up here and sent Johnny down in the Merc. You know, one of those days where every decision you make just seems to be the wrong decision? Yeah, having one of them. And in we go. I think this field's going to be our canola field. I'll keep the grass in front of the house. And it might kind of look like a big garden then if I do that. Hopefully this doesn't knacker my cedar in the weeder from the fact that I haven't lifted any of the stones here. I'll turn off my indicators. So here we go. First crops going in for FS22. I'm going to be saying that a lot. Everything's going to be a first for FS22. First time in debt for FS22. And I think that's not going to be far away. I might do 2 fields of canola. 2 fields to kind of justify spending this £5,000. Wow, I've spent so much money today. And I'm now going to have another leasing bill and more wages coming in. Yeah. I don't know if this was a good idea. But we shall live and learn. We will experiment. And you can't make it if you don't spend it. Oh, those stones don't disappear whenever you do plant over the top of them. Oh, I hope that doesn't knacker my combine as well. Well, not that I have a combine. Can't see me owning one of them for quite a while. Well, Johnny did such a good job on field 73, I decided I would do the other one myself. Just purely because it was down there and it happened to be so close by, it wasn't worth disappearing again for the few seconds it would take, so £783. This might not be a bad business plan. 2,944, £3,000 in the bank. And still 1 field left to spray. Just down around the corner here, it is a titchy tiny field, so we will do this one ourselves as well. This has potential, but it's going to need a lot of work and a lot of upkeep to keep that tractor hire justified. And whilst I'm running around doing this, of course I'm not doing my own field, and I really need to be doing that as well. The day is getting on, it's 3:30. Oh, and it's just going to be an annoying width now that it's going to need another run back up again, and I'm hoping I've got enough herbicide to do this. Well guys, I think we just saw Johnny come in there. He made it home safe and sound, so not all bad. Every day's a good day whenever you get to go home. I've got a little bit of canola left to put in this field, but for now, I think what we're going to do is call it quits for the day. We'll be back again with another episode very shortly. So thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying the progress so far, or at least watching me get further and further into debt. As ever, do those normal YouTube things, like, share, subscribe. Leave us a comment down below and we'll get back to you and see you next time on Elmcreek. Bye now.